Yeah, it's been a busy week. It's been a busy week. I jumped off stage last Saturday night, and I was doing some Shakespeare, and in the meantime, did Richard the Three actually down here in Richard the Second, sorry, down here at the Old Globe, and so we just closed the run last Saturday, and now I'm back here again for Comic Con. So yeah, so things are good.
So Broussard stayed behind. Do you have any idea where season three picks up for him? And if you don't, where would you like it to pick up for him?
I do.
Ooh, can you tell us anything?
I can't. Yeah, no, well, I think one of the things we can insinuate for sure that he survived. Where that leaves the LA block, I have no idea. This total rendition was happening. You saw all of the ships, sailing into the city to destroy things. So I don't know. I can't talk about how that leaves the block, but I can say that he survives.
So as you continue to explore this character, is there anything you find you surprised to learn about yourself as a character?
You know what? I'm constantly challenged and open to where they're taking this character. The first season, you didn't really get a sense of his personal relationships, if he had any. The sort of this stoic, hardened soldier. Um, in the second season, you got to see him a little bit more vulnerable. I think that's the influence of Katie. I think that's the influence of him seeing them operate as a family unit. And I think what we did see in season two was the loss of his family, the loss of his mother. We also went back in time and we saw why he became the stoic, cautious soldier. Um, so I'm always surprised by where they're taking the character. And just as an actor, I always like to keep myself open to wherever they want to go. I think at this point, working with Ryan and Carlton and these guys, we've established such a trust where, they know where they're going to take the story before I do. But I trust them, to be able to give into whatever their vision is.
As the season went on, Katie, who Broussard had wanted as a partner, has been turning away from him and more toward her family. And so he's kind of more on his own. Do you think that he understands that? Or do you think that Broussard is really still looking for that fire to go out and get in someone?
I think he understands that. I think because he feels lost, he definitely understands somebody wanting to be with their family, with their own family, and she tells him that early on that I'm always going to put my family first. It happened in episode 6 of season 1 when he takes her up to the mountain, and she says, "I've been very honest with you about my family," and he makes the choice right there to not do what Quill wanted him to do, which was take her out. But that's a turning point in their relationship. I think she's proven to him that she is loyal in that moment, but I think he understands her on a deeper level that she's never going to be his family, but she still can be someone, well, not his family in comparative to her family, meaning Will and the children, but she's still someone he can trust and someone he can rely on. With that said, you're still always sad to see your friend go, knowing that they have a greater responsibility over there. Did that answer the question?
So the
And now,
so the drone, I don't know if it recognizes you, but it sees you and doesn't destroy you, which is a huge deal. Um, what do you know why that is? I'm assuming you can't say, but can you talk a little? Is it possible for you to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, because it happened to Will as well
Right.
when they're trying to climb over the wall, and it takes out his partner Devin, but it doesn't take out Will or Charlie. Um, and then, yeah, we saw in the season episode 12 where the same thing happens to Broussard, and I think it freaks him out because he was face to face with his own mortality,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden, and I think it's a turning point within him as a character too, because he was willing to die for this. He let them go. He essentially he saved Will and the family by staying back to fight them. So he's risking his life, but then that happens. Um, I can't tell you why that happens, but I can tell you that we're going to find out all about that in season 3. She's like, no, we're not. We are. I've been told that we are.
So Ryan talked a little bit about new characters. I'm assuming you have some interaction with new characters. Can you tell us anything about who new people you're going to meet? No.
I would love to. Because this is hard for me to keep in too. You know what I mean? It's almost like a therapy session. I just want to like get it out there, But I can't. No, I can't. I can't. Yeah, I can't talk about it. We start shooting in a couple months. Yeah, September. Yeah. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Right.
Information on our website is agent.com. Is there something in particular that you nerd out about?
Oh, I nerd out about this, honestly. Comic Con. It's amazing to me when people like stand in line to sit on a panel and get so invested in the show. I've talked to you. You know what I mean, Aaron? It's amazing when people like support the show and talk about the show and write about the show. Like I'm always humbled by that. I never get over that. That's the thing that because you guys keep us on air. You know what I mean? So essentially, our livelihoods are in your hands. Um, but yeah, I nerd out about that. I nerd out about the fans who nerd out about it. Like I nerd out on Twitter, with the fans who like show up. I mean, there's like, so many people like every week they're like tuning in, and I'm like, wow, they're so invested. They're so invested. And so so I appreciate that. That's one of the things I nerd out about.
I have a question. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a question about Richard. I saw you as Henry Bolingbroke in the Globe.
You saw it. You
I
came.
did.
Thank you for coming.
I'm with Robert World.
I should probably say sorry.
No, I really loved the show. Can you talk about why you decided to take on that show and why getting back on stage was important?
I love torture.
Yeah.
I love to torture myself. Yeah.
Twice
No, it was a great opportunity to get on stage. I trained, classically, and I studied Shakespeare, but I'd never done a play. So I thought, why not start with his most lyrical? Because that's very smart. Um, no, I thought if I'm ever going to do Shakespeare, when am I going to do it? And this opportunity was so cool. Everybody at the Globe was just just so inviting. We had a great director, Erica Schmidt, who was incredible. I got on the phone with her. She really convinced me to do it. Just one phone conversation with her. She was so smart. She was very patient, and she had great ideas. And I thought I want to work with her. And then Robert Sean Leonard, who played Richard, who's a Tony Award-winning, incredible stage actor. I just thought this is a huge challenge, and it terrified me. To be honest with you, it terrified me. I was terrified.
You were fantastic.
Thank you. Every night I was terrified. I was like, please don't mess up Mr. Shakespeare's language. Every night.
I think my favorite part was every time the gloves were thrown and you were just like, what are you people?
The
We're
gate,
trying to
the
run
gate
a
scene.
country here.
Yeah, exactly. It was, that was sort of like the weight of the crown. It was a realization for him of you thought you wanted to wear the crown, but heavy is the head.
Yep.
You know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.